African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 24th of May, 2024. From May 18th to May 24th, 2024, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 49 group strikes by high-precision weapons and unmanned aerial vehicles, which hit the enemy military airfield infrastructure, missiles, ammunition and fuel storages, and the production facilities for uncrewed surface vehicles and unmanned aerial vehicles. In addition, temporary deployment areas of the armed forces of Ukraine manpower, foreign mercenaries and nationalist formations, as well as enterprises of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine were hit. Over the past week, 67 Ukrainian servicemen surrendered on the line of contact. Over the past week, units of the North Group of Forces liberated Staritsa, Kharkov region as a result of active actions and continued the advance to the depth of the enemy defense. Servicemen of the North Group of Forces inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 5 brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and 4 territorial defense brigades. 23 counterattacks of assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled close to Globokoye, Tykoy, Lipsy, and Volchansk, Kharkov region. The enemy losses amounted to up to 1,840 troops, 6 tanks, 8 armored fighting vehicles, 40 motor vehicles, 4 Grad and Vampire MLRS combat vehicles, as well as 37 field artillery guns. The West Group of Forces units captured more advantageous lines and also defeated units of 4 Armed Forces of Ukraine mechanized brigades, 2 territorial defense brigades, and 1 National Guard brigade. Over the past 24 hours, 15 counterattacks were repelled by units of 4 Armed Forces of Ukraine brigades and 1 National Guard brigade close to Grigorovka, Donetsk People's Republic, Chervenaya Dybrova, Novovodyannoy, and Stomakovka, Lugansk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 2,040 Ukrainian troops, 2 tanks, 18 armored fighting vehicles, 19 motor vehicles, 2 Grad MLRS combat vehicles, and 32 field artillery guns, to include 14 Western-made. Over the past week, units of the Southern Group of Forces have liberated 3 settlements, Belagorovka, Kleshchievka, and Andriivka, Donetsk People's Republic, and continue to advance to the depths of the enemy defense. Servicemen of the Southern Group of Forces inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 7 Armed Forces of Ukraine brigades and 4 territorial defense brigades. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 3,285 Ukrainian troops, 7 tanks, 13 armored fighting vehicles, 46 motor vehicles, 32 field artillery guns, to include 27 Western-made. In addition, 10 Armed Forces of Ukraine ammunition depots were destroyed. The Center Group of Forces units improved the situation along the front line and defeated units of 9 Armed Forces of Ukraine and Ukrainian National Guards formations. 41 counterattacks launched by assault groups of 8 Armed Forces of Ukraine brigades were repelled close to Shumy, Netelovo, Novokolinovo, Umanskoye, Okrotino, Arkhangelskoye, and Solovyovo, Donetsk People's Republic. During the week, the Armed Forces of Ukraine have lost up to 2,770 Ukrainian troops, 1 tank, 26 motor vehicles, 35 field artillery guns, and 20 armored fighting vehicles, including 4 German-made Marder infantry fighting vehicles, as well as 5 Bradley and 3 US-made Max Pro armored personnel carriers in this direction. The Vostok Group of Forces units improved the tactical situation and hit manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine motorized infantry and territorial defense brigades. 9 counterattacks launched by assault groups of Armed Forces of Ukraine mechanized, territorial defense, and National Guard brigades were repelled near Vladimirovka, Staromaerskoye, and Urozhenoye, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 920 Ukrainian troops, 13 armored fighting vehicles, 39 motor vehicles, and 18 field artillery guns, to include 10 Western-made. The units of the Dnieper Group of Forces have engaged manpower and hardware of 2 Marine brigades, 3 Armed Forces of Ukraine brigades, 2 territorial defense formations, as well as 1 National Guard brigade. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 350 Ukrainian troops, 3 tanks, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 35 motor vehicles, 2 Grad MLRS launchers, as well as 24 field artillery guns, including 7 US-made M777 howitzers and 1 UK-made FH-70 towed howitzer. Air defense units have shot down 2 MiG-29 aircraft of the Ukrainian Air Force, 8 French-made Scalp-G cruise missiles, 25 US-made ATACMS and Tochka-U operational tactical missiles, 18 French-made Hammer guided bombs, 13 US-made HARM anti-radiation missiles, 1 Neptune anti-ship missile, 91 MRs, Vampire, and Alka MLRS projectiles, as well as 356 unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, 603 airplanes and 274 helicopters, 24,590 unmanned aerial vehicles, 524 air defense missile systems, 16,149 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,311 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 9,802 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 21,966 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.